Welcome back to Dark Cinema Recaps. Today we're carrying on the Scream movie franchise with 2022's Scream 5. Well, just Scream, but sequels with the same name can suck my Gail Weathers.
25 years after Billy Loomis and Stu Mocker's killing spree in Woodsboro, high school student of Nevermore Academy, Tara Carpenter is home alone when she is attacked by Ghostface and left hospitalised. Tara only survives as the cops got to the house on time before the Ghostface could kill her.
In Modesto, Tara's estranged older sister, Sam Carpenter, is informed by Wes Hicks, one of Tara's friends, about the attack. Sam returns to Woodsboro with her boyfriend Richie Kirsch, who I'm sure is a lovely guy, to visit Tara at the hospital, where Sam is reunited with Tara's friend group. Wes, Amber Freeman, twins Chad and Mindy Meeks Martin, and Liv McKenzie, too many M's there. That night, Liv's ex-boyfriend and Fake's Exorcism show co-producer, kudos if you get that reference, Vince Schneider, who is Stu's nephew, is killed by Ghostface. Vince had been stalking Liv for the past few weeks whilst working for the police investigating suicides from people who experienced trauma recently.
Can you remove the fucking shameless plug for the Smile recap and the upcoming Cleansing Hour recap, please? After an encounter with Ghostface at the hospital, Sam tells Tara that she has been dealing with hallucinations of Billy, who Sam learned as a teenager was her biological father. Sam's mother was married to her father but had sex with Billy Loomis as an affair and conceived Sam. Sam's true parentage resulted in their parents' separation. This is why Sam became estranged from Tara. Sam promised her mother that she would never reveal the truth to Tara and got into drugs to keep herself away from reality.
Recovering drug addict in a horror movie!
Calm your tits, princess. This isn't an Evil Dead recap. Jane Levy's not in this film. Sam and Richie visit Dewey Riley, who is divorced from Gail Weathers. They ask for his help in stopping the killer. Dewey tells Sam not to trust her boyfriend, and the killer is most probably part of Tara's friends group. Dewey contacts Gail and Sydney, warning them about the return of Ghostface. Dewey joins them at Mindy and Chad's house. She is reunited with the twins' mother, Martha Meeks. The gang realises that Vince was the son of Stu Macker's sister. Stu Macker was Billy Loomis's accomplice. Mindy deduces that the killer is making a requel, using Tara and her friends as a new generation and using Sam's connection to Billy as a way to wave the legacy characters.
Ghostface then murders Wes in what's one of the best meta kills in horror, going through all the expected horror tropes only to throw the audience, making you genuinely question when it'll happen. Then his mother Judy Hicks is killed at their home, on the front lawn, in broad fucking daylight. He's got some stones, his ghosty face!
Definitely. Dewey reunites with Gail, who has arrived in town to cover the story. Meanwhile, Sam finds that all the cops are at Judy's house and realises that her sister, Wednesday, is unprotected at the hospital.
She knows that Tara's in trouble. Dewey goes with Sam. At the hospital, Tara and Richie are attacked by Ghostface, but are saved by an arriving Dewey and Sam. Sam, Tara and Richie escape. But Dewey is killed when he attempts to finish off Ghostface. Whilst this is a great way to kill off Dewey, it's super unrealistic.
Yes.
He knows better than to hesitate when it comes to Ghostface. Also, with this Ghostface being, spoiler alert, with this Ghostface being Amber, I don't understand how she overpowers him so easily.
No, this really doesn't make any sense. It's we knew that Dewey would have to die at some point because he's had too many.
Completely on board with that.
But this one did not make sense.
This kind of is like the Scream 4 moment where you've got Emma Roberts throwing people through windows. It's like, yeah, no, it's a great idea, but
in reality it doesn't
it's
work.
just not going to happen. Sydney arrives in town after learning of Dewey's death and meets both Gail and Sam at the hospital. Sydney asks Sam to help stop the killer, but Sam declines, choosing to leave the town with Richie and Tara.
Sydney puts a tracker on Sam's car. Tara forgot her inhaler and decides to make a pit stop at Amber's house, as she kept an extra one there.
Fucking convenient.
Sydney and Gail follow the trio to Amber's, which is revealed to be Stu's former home, where the original Woodsboro massacre took place. While a party is in progress to honour Wes's memory,
For Wes. As Sam and Tara arrive with Richie, Amber ends the party and sends everybody home. Chad and Mindy are both attacked by Ghostface, who manage to survive. Gail calls Sam and tells her that the house they are in is the original Stu Mocker house and tells her to leave ASAP.
As the friend group convenes, Amber pulls out Dewey's gun and shoots Liv in the head, revealing herself to be the killer. Sydney and Gail arrive and Richie is revealed to be Amber's accomplice. He stabs Sam and then he and Amber take Sam, Sydney and Gail into the kitchen, where Sydney has her first face-off against Billy and Stu. Richie and Amber reveal they are fans of the Stab film series who met online.
Disappointed in the trajectory taken in the most recent Stab 8, they decided to embark on a new killing spree to bring back the original cast, provide new and improved source material for a future Stab film, then frame Sam as the killer. Sam attacks Richie and Tara attacks Amber, but is incapacitated. Richie goes after Sam while Sydney and Gail fight Amber together, ending with Gail breaking free and shooting Amber, who lands on a turn-on stove and set on fire. Richie pursues Sam, who sees another hallucination of Billy, which bring her attention to Amber's abandoned knife.
Embracing her parental heritage, she uses the knife to stab Richie repeatedly and fatally slits his throat before shooting him to ensure he is dead.
Fucking overkill! Yes. Love it!
Yeah, but at least we didn't get this sitting up Ghostface
Oh,
again.
fucking hell. They always come back for one, but not that fucker.
A horribly burnt Amber attempts to attack the group again, but is shot to death by Tara.
She looks like the end of Megan.
Tara and the Meeks twins are loaded into ambulances to be taken to the hospital. Sam thanks Sydney and Gail for their help. Gail promises not to write a new book about the new murders and give the killers notoriety, opting to write a tribute to Dewey instead. Sam joins Tara in the ambulance and a night's events are covered in a news report.
So that, Scream 5,
yeah.
It's actually my favourite one in the franchise. I absolutely love this film.
I love it, but some of the kills don't make sense when we realise who the killers are.
It's
but
Scream.
I think that's with Scream. But this one, especially with Dewey's, it just didn't make sense.
I think how they killed him off was perfect.
Yeah. They didn't kill him off well.
When you realise that it's Amber who's killed him, it's just the whole getting overpowered thing, because, you know, he shoots her, she's lying in the cabinet, and then she kind of gets up and stabs him and just wins that fight. And when you look at the size difference between the two, it just doesn't make sense.
No, it's a bit of a hard one to swallow on that one.
It's just how it happened. I mean, other than that,
it's a really good film.
I mean, you know, if you're going to kill off a legacy character, I mean, fucking won't like you did, man. That's the way for Dewey to go out. There is no other way for Dewey to go.
No, he needed to have a good fight scene.
It's not quite as memorable as his sister's death with the garage door, but it's up there. It's up there. It's a good one. I mean, it fucking stuck with you, though. I mean, the Scream 5 was gory, too. I mean, like...
They went back to the gore levels.
Yeah, I mean, when we did the Scream 4 recap and we had to censor a part out, otherwise we got in trouble. I've got a feeling that censor flag's going to fly high on this one.
Just a little bit.
But yeah, Scream 5 wrapped. Honestly, I fucking love this film. I didn't expect anything.
I didn't expect to enjoy it so much. This really did bring you to a new group of characters that I really did root for.
But yeah, that's the thing, you do give a fuck.
It wasn't just that Sydney had come back. It didn't really need Sydney to have been there.
Sydney was sat on the bench for the most of it, wasn't she?
But I did enjoy that because it just gave you that new fresh
you've
blood
got...
of being like, oh, I actually want you to succeed. I don't want to just see you killed.
Yeah, I mean, these aren't just meatbags that we want to see their insides in the Leatherface's man cave. We want to see these do well. And, you know, they've got a lot about them, and yeah, it's...
Very well-written characters.
Yeah,
very well.
It is. And I actually liked Amber's character the most. And to see her come back and get that final kill where they come back for the final scare and all her face is melted off and it looks insane.
It does. And that was a really fitting way because you can't...
And bless her, she wanted her own fire stunt as well. And they were like, the insurance on that is far too fucking much. We're having your stunt double do this. Like, respect for that. That's nuts. So yeah, no, Scream 5 paid homage to the original without going into parody. We got a new set of cast that we are actually, you know, we actually care for.
To see,
We had a sprinkling of legacy with more of the new cast at the forefront. So the baton. At
Yeah.
this point, I kind of
It's
feel
true
is
and passed,
slowly
yeah.
being handed over without being completely passed yet.
I did like the little hint to the original, like the Billy Loomis. I liked that, having that
I
little bit
actually
of it.
think that the Skeet Ulrich scenes were the weakest in the film.
No, for me, I liked that because it was just enough that it wasn't
I just feel it
overpowering
was so tacked on.
Yeah, but that could have easily been while she's the killer.
I mean, you get Skeet Ulrich on the screen going full psycho, then I'm all
but they
for
could
it.
have easily gone an easy route of, well, he's the killer. And he didn't. They just were pointing that she's not going to be taken over by
like how
this.
Scream films intertwine,
Yeah.
like they're just handfuls of old tripe. It's all very
Yeah.
impressive because they all link back together.
They're staring a big, beautiful ball.
Yeah, I mean, it's how they work it and having Radio Silence take over, and they
Yes.
fucking smashed it.
Really
This
well.
was destined to fail.
Yes.
This could have been a Craig's nightmare.
Yeah.
Kind of like how the new Hellraiser was. Everyone in the Prey film.
Yeah.
Everyone expected it to be shit. Post-COVID, everyone's kind of been a little bit like, oh, reboots, remakes, like really.
Well,
and
yeah.
Scream.
Well, look at what happened with Halloween. We were all expecting so much stuff out of Halloween, and it just went off the rails.
Why'd you bring that up? We were doing so well. And we
Okay,
were reviewing.
well, you can
No.
No, you can
You
stop
pissed
at the
on my
end.
chips about Jane Levy with a drug dealer. You didn't let me have my shameless plug. And now you bring up Halloween. Scream 6 next week.
Oh, yeah.